Good morning. Look who I got with me again today.
The wonderful husband.
Yes. So today's topic is our setup routine.
Setup routine.
So I'll take it away, honey. What's our setup routine?
Well, we wake up in the morning. Well, no, as we usually, the main thing, one of the first things we do is do all of our reconnaissance, research. And that's mainly Kimberly doing all that, finding where we want to go and how we want to go and what spot we want. And does it have a view? And does it have hookups? And does it have this? And does it have that?
Is it on the top Bigby?
And is it on the top Bigby? And is there going to be a barge that goes by?
Is there going to be a barge that goes by?
So after you figure out all that, then we get on the road and show up. We pull up to the site and then we just kind of scope everything out and make sure it's what we want and how we're going to back into it, or if it's a pull through or whatever. Look at the position, what we're going to do, and all that good stuff. And then Kimberly will get out, and we have walkie-talkies that sometimes we use, or she'll get most of the time in the mirrors where I can see her.
Guilty.
And then we'll commence to backing up into the spot. We get all situated where we want it, and we'll move it closer to the utility side so we can have more room.
More importantly, are you going to drive?
Well, yeah, I think I will.
Okay. We can talk and drive.
Oh.
Okay.
So then we get in there, get close to the utility side, and then we came up, we saw in a video one time that you can make your own stick with the measurements on it. So we have one of those, this little PVC thing with measurements on it for each one of our slides, so we can know how long we need to be away from a tree or anything like that, or even the utility stuff that we keep mounted on one of the bay doors. We just keep a little, marked it with a magic marker with each link.
Let's give them some detail on that.
Okay.
It's a stick. It's a PVC, piece of cut PVC. And we took a marker and marked this side RV.
Yep.
So you put it against the RV and you draw each one of your slides on this stick. So then all you have to have is this stick.
Correct, exactly.
To know, hey, can I fit here? Is my slide going to be safe?
Perfect. Yep, exactly. So then after we do that to make sure we're okay, then we're going to do what? We're going to chock the tires, the rear tires on the RV.
But we chop both sides.
Yep, we chop both sides, and we chop the front and the back of both sides, like she just said. And then we walk around, kind of a little bit before that, we'll make sure our steps are going to be able to be where we want them to be, whether there's falling off some concrete or if it's in a mud puddle.
And all
whatever.
this is before we even unhook.
Correct.
We check our stairs.
Yep. And then we've already put our chocks down, so we look at each other and say, are we ready? I think we're ready. So then we'll get...
Now, do you like to be more towards the power and water, or do you like to be more towards the campsite when you back in?
We're going to be closer to the utilities side.
So as close as we can get to the utilities
Yep.
with opening our slides. Okay.
And then we'll chock the tires. Now we're getting ready to unhook. So Kimberly will raise the front of the RV until that RV hitch, or the whatever you want to call it. I forget the name of that thing. What is it called?
The
pin thing.
Yeah, the pin box.
Yep, pin box.
Mm-hmm.
She'll raise the front of that thing until it's off of the hitch, about 1/4 of an inch. You can see.
We use one of those lubrication plate things.
It's whatever.
It looks like a plastic disc, ring or something. But I watch for that to raise up about that much to know that the pressure's off the hitch.
Yep. And that turf, because if you don't, then it makes it very difficult to, one, pull the handle and unlatch it. That's the main thing that it does. And then so she's raised it up that much, and then we ask the question again, are we good? And Kimberly will unhook, or I'll unhook the cables from the back of the truck and sling them out to the back of the tailgate, so won't stick into the back of the truck on anything that we would have back there. And then I'll grab the handle and pull it, unhook the RV, and then
he'll pull forward.
Yep.
And then I'll take the cords. When I say cords, we have 2 cords. We have the regular 6-pin. Is that what it's called?
I think so, yeah.
6-pin that goes into the truck, but we also have another cord that goes onto the truck for the Pro Trailer Assist on our Ford. That, anyway, it's a pretty cool system. Not sure if you use it much, but
I haven't used it much.
But it's a cool system to help you back up.
Yep.
So I'll put those in the pin box to kind of keep them safe.
Oh, and they're all purdy.
Yes, and then of course the red, breakaway, I'll hook on there too, so it's not just hanging down.
Yep.
Make it all nice and neat, tucked away.
And I've pulled up out of the way, and
I do it at that time because the RV's up. So usually when we start leveling, you'll have to bend down more, so it just makes it more convenient.
Yep.
So when he pulls out,
I've pulled out, and
we begin the fun process.
Yep. And then Kimberly does the auto leveling.
Yes. I push the button.
Yep.
Yes.
So she'll push the button, and we haven't done anything else. She's pushing the button to auto level. Mm-hmm. The RV will auto level most of the time, and you can re-zero. They call it zeroing it out, which is basically just kind of starting from scratch, because the RV might think it's level and it's not. So you have to zero out the auto level system, and there's instructions on how to do that online and everywhere.
He's gotten off for you. That's another tangent, but we don't zero out each time. We press auto level and we go. What he's talking about is sometimes the tires will raise up off the ground, and you'll have to periodically zero out your rig sometimes to reset the auto leveling.
Exactly.
Because some sites are a little may not look as level. Sometimes the auto leveling seems to overcompensate. So we periodically zero out our auto leveling system so that we're trying not to have tires in the air.
Trying not to.
Yeah.
And then Kimberly will go inside. She goes and lets the stairs down. She'll go inside and start doing her magic and all that kind of stuff.
Popping out the slides.
And I'll stay outside, but usually, if I can, I like to be able to set up the outside as far as the water and the sewage, if we have it, and the power before the slides come out. Then I don't have to kind of tuck underneath the slides the wires next to the RV. So sometimes we'll wait and not do I think it's the kitchen slide.
Correct.
Until I can get those power cable and the sewage and the water hooked up. And then she'll open the slides all the way up everywhere. And she'll do all of her stuff on the inside as far as setting up. And then I'll do everything on the outside, setting up your chairs and tables and fans and whatever else we might need.
Well, I help you with the rug too.
Yep, we got a big rug and a little rug.
Yeah. It's real easy when you have 2 people kind of to spread that out.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And I kind of went over the stuff I do inside on another episode, because that kind of is where I get grounded. Like, hey, I'm here, and kind of, I don't know if you call it nesting. I'm not sure what you call it, but it kind of brings me to the space, and I get in my happy place. I'm now camping and setting up my little house.
Yep.
I like that.
And then we have all the stuff ready on the outside, and she decorates the inside. Well, not full decorations, but we have
not much. I like it minimal. The rig is pretty by itself, quite frankly. So,
get all the knives out and You and
the battery candles.
Yep, and the pillows and
Yeah.
everything like that.
Yeah.
And we have the rugs down, the chairs out,
And put the Starlink out.
Put the Starlink out, find it north to south or whatever, pointing north, and get that all good and try to hide or make the cable where you wouldn't trip on it. And
so I think we've covered our setup routine. We'll have
in a nutshell.
We'll have to show them at one point, and I think visually that would give them some more context.
Yes.
But if you think we've missed anything, put it in the comments because we're curious. And if our routine seems a little backwards to yours, or if you have some tips or tricks, put them in the comments because we'd love to hear them from you.
Yep.
And as always, have a great day.
See you later.
Bye.